in this room and watching around the country. It's time to sing a new song. A song that began 248 years ago. The old notes of downfall, discord, despair. President Kamala Harris.
Wait a minute. Disappointed!
Beyonce fans are furious at her for not performing at Kamala Harris's rally in Houston on Friday night. The current vice president appeared flustered as she smiled and laughed while seemingly getting booed by fans after the singer exited the stage without singing a song. Embarrassing and awkward, the social media user wrote.
So Beyonce went up, spoke for a couple of minutes, and then left. They thought she was going to perform. My opponent got up and started speaking. They booed the hell out of her.
Okay, now I want each of you to shout your own name. Do that. Because it's about all of us. It's about all of us.
The other side's got a lot of crazy endorsements. Swift, Eminem, Leo DiCaprio, Beyonce. Every day the Democratic Party looks more and more like a P. Diddy party. And these Latinos, they love making babies too. Just know that. They come inside, just like they did to our country. There's a lot going on. Like, I don't know if you guys know this, but there's literally a floating island of garbage in the middle of the ocean right now. Yeah. I think it's called Puerto Rico. Free speech is under attack, people.
MAGA! The MAGA people! The MAGAs!
If you want to make America great again, vote Trump.
We're going to restore the foundations, and we are truly going to make America great again.
We are going to make America great again.
Make history again.
And make America great again.
Oh, you want a president who's going to make America healthy again? Who's going to make America great again?
It's going to be pretty hard to look at us and say, you know what? Kamala Harris, she got 85 million votes because she's just so impressive. As the first Samoan, Malaysian, low IQ, former California prosecutor ever to be elected president, it was just a groundswell of popular support.
Let me tell you something, Trump-a-maniacs.
Ready to win and ready to make America great again.
Get out, vote early, take a friend to vote. Let's make America great again.
We're not just going to make America great again. We're going to make the world great.
The most iconic venue of venues in the United States. This is where a Republican's not supposed to come, which is why Donald Trump came here. There's no place in America the president shouldn't be able to come.
Yeah, that's right.
Kamala Harris had a rally with Beyonce. No singing? I'm voting for Trump. That's
illegals, they get whatever they want, don't they?
They're on the side of the terrorists.
She is the devil, whoever screamed that out.
Her and her pimp handlers will destroy our country.
She is the Antichrist.
The first Samoan, Malaysian, low IQ.
I love you, Donald.
I mean, what?
Now, obviously, in retrospect, having a roast comedian come to a political rally a week before Election Day and roasting a key voting demographic, probably not the best decision by the campaign politically. But to be fair, the guy's really just doing what he does. I mean, bringing him to a rally and have him not do roast jokes, that'd be like bringing Beyonce to a rally and not have...
Trump was not well served by those around him last night. It wasn't a Nazi rally. All that's nonsense. But I'm telling you, even for me, and I voted for Donald Trump last week, it was too brotastic. Okay?
Take a look at this new CBS News polling. It shows the race is in a dead heat nationally and collectively in the battleground states, where this will be won or lost. Former President Donald Trump took his message to New York City's Madison Square Garden in a rally last night. Comedian Tony Hinchcliffe, who made disparaging remarks against Black, Jewish, and Hispanic Americans. He is facing major backlash for what he said about Puerto Rico.
Donald Trump kicking off the campaign's final week with a massive rally overnight at New York's Madison Square Garden. The former president introduced by his wife Melania, lashing out at his political rival Kamala Harris with personal attacks. But the rally took a dark and divisive tone long before Trump himself took the stage.
On the campaign trail continues to surround yesterday's Trump rally in Madison Square Garden, and particularly a so-called comedian who spoke before Mr. Trump and made a number of racist comments.
Stars are speaking out after comedian Tony Hinchcliffe's racist routine at Donald Trump's campaign rally.
I'm really emotional right now. I see a lot of Puerto Rican flags.
Jennifer Lopez now waving the flag on her Instagram story. On top of this video, Kamala Harris posted,
I will never forget what Donald Trump did and what he did not do when Puerto Rico needed a caring and a competent leader.
Bad Bunny, a native to the island, also sharing the vid to the rapper's nearly 46 million followers on the gram.
There is so much at stake in this election for Puerto Rican voters and for Puerto Rico. Puerto Ricans deserve better.
Proud Puerto Rican John Leguizamo calling Tony's comments disgusting and offensive. Rosie Perez simply writing, wow, what the hell? And Ricky Martin also boosting Kamala's message to his homeland.
Puerto Rico is home to some of the most talented, innovative, and ambitious people in our nation. And Puerto Ricans deserve a president who sees and invests in that strength.
Vice President Harris is spending the day in Michigan, while former President Obama stumps for her in Philadelphia.
So the man holds this big rally at Madison Square Garden. And the warm-up speakers were trotting out and peddling the most racist, sexist, bigoted stereotypes. One guy called Puerto Rico an island of garbage. Trump has got to go! Hey, hey! Oh!
This afternoon in East Harlem, a who's who of Puerto Rican federal, state, and city leaders held a news conference to condemn the comments uttered Sunday night, and comments that could backfire in a key battleground state. Officials in Puerto Rico responded as well, called the comments despicable, inappropriate, and disgusting. Their Vice President Harris's running mate, Tim Walz, responded while on a campaign streaming event with New York Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
Hey everyone, what's up? We're about to go live with Tim Walz playing Madden in about an hour. We'll be talking about a lot of other things, but hop on our Twitch stream.
Puerto Rico are citizens. They pay taxes and they serve in the military at almost a higher rate than anybody else.
Yeah. I mean, it's like super upsetting. Obviously, it's super upsetting to me. My family is from Puerto Rico. I'm Puerto Rican. You have some a-hole calling Puerto Rico floating garbage. Know that that's what they think about you. That's just what they think about you. It's what they think about anyone who makes less money than them. It's what they think about the people who serve them food in a restaurant. It's what they think about the people who fold their clothes in a store.
Guys, so we got to talk about the Madison Square Garden Trump rally that the mainstream liberal media has compared to a Nazi rally. And currently they are boohoo whining and crying over some jokes from comedian Tony Hinchcliffe, who made jokes about basically everybody at this rally. And you have Democrats and liberals that are upset. Okay, they're boo, whining, crap, racism and bigotry. My feelings are hurt. Oh my God, I shit my pants. Right? But doing so would be an insult to garbage. When casting their ballots at the voting booth, Latinos should never forget the racism that Donald Trump seems to be all too willing to platform. Soft, okay? Soft. Charmin, ultra soft, okay? Might be time to change your tampon.
The outrage reaching The View, where Sonny Hostin weighed in on the hot topic.
And it's a shame. It's a shame because there's so much they could have done.
Yeah.
And this is a problem I think we find oftentimes, you know, when we were talking about the border, you know, when you said the other day, you know, they could have They could have made this so much easier. They could have fixed the border. We could have fixed the border, but you know who tanked it.
Well, they don't want to fix it, really,
Well-
because then they don't have this, thing to rally on. All that was missing with the German subtitles. Did you watch this?
Yeah.
This Nuremberg rally. I mean, come on.
The other thing is, and we've never talked about it at this table, but have you heard that joke they keep making about Governor Tim Walz wearing a tampon?
Yeah.
The sexism in their jokes, they keep saying, go change your tampon, about Governor Tim Walz.
Yeah.
The sexism, they need women.
What does that even mean?
It's
like women are
saying
weak, you're pathetic,
you're
you
weak.
have a tampon in.
Yeah, we're so weak, you're
gross.
scared. You guys are pooping your pants because you got a strong woman
on the other side. I think it's really easy for those that aren't otherized in this country to not be offended and to tell us, those that are otherized and marginalized, not to be offended. Well, I'm offended.
The Trump campaign releasing a statement amid the backlash, insisting the comedian does not speak for the former president.
It was a comedian who made a joke in poor taste. Obviously, that joke does not reflect the views of President Trump or our
The
campaign.
Trump campaign responding to the comedian's set, which included other racist attacks, saying this joke does not reflect the views of President Trump or the campaign.
I believe the Republican Party is now the party of hardworking men and women, and the Democratic Party is the party of Hollywood, New York, and D.C. coastal elites, as I call them.
If that.
I was told and made aware that you had no idea about this comedian who made comments.
I have no idea who he is. Somebody said there was a comedian that joked about Puerto Rico or something, and I have no idea who he is. Never saw him, never heard of him, and don't want to hear of him. But I have no idea. They put a comedian in, which everybody does. You throw comedians.
You wish he wasn't there?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's a big deal or not, but I don't want anybody making nasty jokes or stupid jokes. I mean, probably he shouldn't have been there, yeah.
Donald Trump has no character. He doesn't give a damn about the Latino community. He's failed businessman. He only cares about the billionaire friends he has and accumulating wealth for those at the top. He says immigrants are poisoning the blood of our country. Give me a break. He wants to do away with the birthright citizenship. Who the hell has said that in the last 100 years? And just the other day, a speaker at his rally called Puerto Rico a floating island of garbage. Well, let me tell you something. I don't know the Puerto Rican that I know, or Puerto Rico where I'm in my home state of Delaware. They're good, decent, honorable people. The only garbage I see floating out there is just supporters. The only garbage floating out there is just supporters.